Diplomatic efforts are gathering pace to reach a ceasefire between Israel and Palestinian militants in Gaza. On the seventh day of violence, the US envoy Hadi Amr has met the Israeli Defense Minister Benny Gantz and other security officials. Egypt's mediation efforts continue, and the UN has convened the Security Council for an emergency meeting. Well, Gaza's health ministry says that at least 33 people were killed by Israeli airstrikes overnight. It means that more than 180 people have died in Gaza this week. Hamas militants have continued to fire rockets into Israel, killing 10 Israelis. Our correspondent Paul Adams reports.
Israel says it has nothing against the people of Gaza. But through the long hours of another hellish night, that's not how it seems to them. Women and children once again caught up in the mayhem. In crowded, impoverished Gaza, nowhere is safe. Israel insists it's only attacking Hamas. Overnight, it hit the homes of the group's leader in Gaza, Yahya Sinwar, and his brother. It says it's killed 30 key members of Hamas and the other main militant group, Islamic Jihad. And it says almost half of those killed so far were combatants, not civilians. It's a hard claim to verify. Hamas is very secretive. How long will this go on? Pressure for it to end is building, but Israel says it's up to Hamas.
Israel will continue hitting the Hamas terror group until we feel and understand that we've reached our objectives. Hamas decided to start this round, but they're not going to decide when to end it. You can't just shoot rockets on Israeli citizens unprovoked and then hope for the best.
But the rockets are still flying. Hamas says it can keep this up for months. It almost certainly can't, but the group is not about to admit defeat. An American envoy has been here since Friday. Diplomatic efforts are gathering pace. But Israel says it has more to do in Gaza. This isn't over yet. Paul Adams, BBC News, Jerusalem.
Well, speaking at the start of the special UN Security Council meeting on the crisis just a short time ago, the organisation's special coordinator for Middle East peace called on all sides to stop the violence.
Mr. President, these escalations have already produced tragic results. A further intensification of hostilities would have devastating consequences for both Palestinians and Israelis. The United Nations is working tireless with all sides to restore calm. I reiterate the Secretary-General's urgent call on Israel and Palestinian armed groups to take immediate and decisive steps to de-escalate the situation and prevent any further loss of life.